just a provocation, wonders Libération. They think that what's clear is that Putin is really trying to show that he's not afraid of anybody. This is an affirmation of power and authority in the face of the international community. Basically, Putin knows that he's pulling all the strings, and according to Libération, he doesn't seem to care that he could really trigger a catastrophic situation.
Another interesting angle in Libération is how the Tatar minority in Crimea is reacting to all of this.
That's right. This is a very interesting article that says that the Tatar community is anxious about this annexation because they still have a very sour taste in their mouth. Stalin, after all, massively deported them, and their situation as it is isn't great. There's massive unemployment. About 50% of the community is unemployed. On top of that, they face all sorts of discrimination when it comes to education, finding jobs, finding housing, etc. So their real fear is that their situation that's already bad could get a lot worse if Crimea becomes part of Russia.
And Christian paper La Croix focuses on the timing of this tension.
That's right. The Sochi Paralympics are kicking off. And so La Croix says that though there are these tensions, perhaps there's going to be some sort of a truce for sport. Now, that opening ceremony is tonight, which will be presided by Vladimir Putin. A lot of people aren't going to be there, though. A lot of countries have decided to boycott the ceremony, such as Great Britain and the U.S. And La Croix says that Putin is trying to pretend like there's nothing going on. He's trying to ignore all the tension because he knows that all eyes will be on him during this opening ceremony. Analysts will be trying to decrypt his real emotions behind his mask, says La Croix. So he really needs to put on a tough face.
And moving on to politics, a lot of focus on the upcoming municipal elections that's happening here in France. They're scheduled at the end of the month.
That's right. We've been hearing so much about these elections. Now, yesterday was the last day for parties to declare their candidates for the race. And analysts say that Marine Le Pen's National Front Party could do very well in these elections. And Libération points out that they've quadrupled the number of races that they're going to be running in since the last municipal elections in 2008.
So they were able to put up a lot of candidates.
They were able to put up a lot of candidates, but Libération wonders if they're just ballooning their numbers here, because it seems like they almost scrambled at the end to get their candidates together. For instance, some of their candidates are very old. There's one that's over 100 years old, and some are very young. One is just 17 and still in high school. That's in Villejuif, so in the outskirts of Paris. Now, some people are actually saying that the party signed them up for these races without knowing about it. If you read Aujourd'hui en France, Le Parisien today, they talk about all sorts of cases. For instance, in Orléans, an elderly couple in their 90s was signed up. The wife actually has Alzheimer's disease. And then
But they were cheated into signing up as candidates?
Well, they say they didn't know that they were candidates. For instance, 22 people in Lillebonne thought they were just signing a petition, and it turned out that they became candidates. So according to Aujourd'hui en France, lawyers are starting to look.
Retracted their candidacy?
Well, they have retracted their candidacy, and lawyers are looking in to see if all this is legal or not.
All right. Just one word, very briefly. The Huffington Post also focuses on a candidate who's running in a race he doesn't want to run in.
That's right. Now, this is a man named Bernard Vidal. He's running for re-election in his village, Saint-Camel. Now, he's a candidat malgré lui, a candidate despite himself. Now, why would he run if he doesn't want to run? Well, it's because nobody else presented themselves in the election, and he was worried that his village would end up becoming part of some other administration. So he took one for the team, but he really doesn't want to be in this race, and he's going to get reelected, so best of luck to him.
He took one for the team. Florence Villeminot took one for the team as well this morning. Thank you very much. Stay tuned to France 24. We're back in just a few moments.